friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. Today we have a new instructor in town, and it seems like they should be on their way to Silverglade Equestrian Center, but they may have gotten lost in Silverglade Village. So let's go run around and see if we can find them. I see a little moving yellow exclamation point. That's gotta be them. Hello, you! Ooh, wait, I like your shirt. Oh darn it, I knew I should have charged my phone. Oh wait, hi, excuse me, can you help me? I'm Lara, and this is my horse Fabiola. Hi, I'm Arya, and this is Foxtrot. Nice to meet you. I guess it's obvious, but Fabiola and I are new here. We arrived from the mainland just this morning to start my new job. I've been hired as a riding instructor at Silverglade Equestrian Center. Fabiola and I will also be doing some yard work together. The problem is that I'm terribly lost. Are you out for my job? And it's funny because I was looking at her shirt and I was like, wow, that'd actually be like the perfect shirt for my gardener RP. You know, maybe you're just new to my team. I tried using the GPS in my phone, but the battery died. You don't know where to find the equestrian center, do you? Of course I know where it is. I just did that quest not too long ago when it was established. You know, Lara, there's a bunch of tutorial quests to help you through and navigate the map, but it's fun. Can you please help me get there? I'll be forever in your debt. I need to meet the barn manager. I think her name is Judy. I got you. Let's go. Oh my god, keep up. Judy! Judy, we got a live one. Hi there, Arya. Nice to see you again, and I presume you must be Lara. I'm so glad to see you here, Lara. We've been so excited for your arrival. I'm Judy, as you might remember from our video calls. Thank you. I'm happy to finally be here thanks to Arya. Fabiola and I managed to get lost on our way from the ferry. Honestly, I've been there. No worries. We're just pleased you made it. And with such a lovely horse, she's an Oracle, right? Yes, that's right. I'm surprised you noticed. The breed isn't commonly seen outside of Austria and Italy. And yet, we sell them here. Actually, the Baroness is rather fond of Oracle horses. Their build, size, and temper is perfect for work on the grape fields. They're also the excellent riding horses. Huh. Honestly, that's kind of nice that that's considered. The breeds in the area are relevant to the area's interests. Even though we have a variety of well-trained horses here, our Norkers are popular in our lessons. Sounds like Fabiola and I will feel right at home. I can't wait to meet your Norkers. There will be plenty of time for that, but if you're not too tired, things are pretty calm around here, and now's the perfect time to get to know the area a bit. We haven't had time to set up a stall for your horse yet, so please wait for our barn tour until later. That sounds great. Arya, what do you recommend I familiarize myself with first? Surrounding nature, the riding hall, the library. I mean, we're right by the library. Great suggestion. Why don't you start by talking to Pauline, though? I think she would be very excited to help you check out her riding tracks around the inn. Alright, fine. Why give me an option if it's not a full tour? Awesome, and thank you for the warm welcome, Judy. Alright. I didn't realize it was a wrong answer. Will you tag along with me today? I'd love it if you could introduce me to Pauline. Alright then, please lead the way to Pauline. Hi, Arya and Lara. Judy just texted me literally 10 seconds ago to tell me you were coming. Damn, she's fast. It hasn't even been 10 seconds. Happy to be here. I've just come back from inspecting the riding tracks around here. I think the two of you would have a great time riding along one of those. A sightseeing race? Are the two of you ready for a friendly race? No pressure. Just get out there and get to know the area a bit, especially you, Lara. I'll leave you in the dust, Lara. I should probably turn on my music real quick. There's a new... Oh, okay. I'm glad I turned on the music to see what the song was. Well, at least we'll have the remnant of the song if Cloud Kingdom doesn't return. I think they also use this... I think they also use this song in the Fox's race in Golden Leaves, where you jump through the leaf piles. I don't know how much sightseeing we're actually doing if we're supposed to go fast. We're not really taking in the sights. This is a really cute course, though. I wonder if this is going to be a permanent race with Pauline afterwards. was fun. Thank you both for showing me around. What a luxury it is to have a beautiful trail so close to the equestrian center. Arya, I would really like to see the riding arena closest to the stables. Since I'll be working as instructor, I'm excited to see where I'll spend a lot of my time. Will you show me where it is? Sure. Let's go. Oh, not this arena? That's not the one you... Okay. Okay. I just have to figure out which one you're talking about. Here you go. I see myself falling in love with this place. I feel inspired to design different riding exercises here. I hope you'll come visit me when I'm all up to speed with my new job. Are you up to speed with your new job yet? It seems like you are. Ooh, actually, I wonder if that's like reputation based. Wait, my phone just pinged. Oh, it's a text from Judy. She says I should head down to the grape fields in just a bit to meet Carney. I think we have time to give my instructor career a sneaky start, though. Arya, would you mind trying out one of my favorite riding exercises? Sure. Ooh. Equestrian Festival song vibes. I legitimately thought that was the end. But no, that wouldn't make sense because we didn't use these guys. I kind of rode that slow and non-optimized, but that was quite fun. Please tell me I get to do that one again. What did you think? I love exercises like this one. Any type of horse can join this, and most of them get excited from the variety of jumps and turns. Look at the time. I should head down to the grape field. I should be able to find my way there myself, and I need to stop by the barn to tack up Fabiola for the next task. Meet me down by the grape field soon. I'm sure you and Foxtrot will be of great help down there. Oh, what? That's a cute RP asset. I mean, I guess spoiler alerts for future RPs. I had a thought like this, but definitely not as involved with a cart. Why am I getting that? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. There you are. We are so ready to get down to work. Fabiola seems pleased to be back in front of a wagon. She thinks this type of work is fun. So that guy over there is Carney Summers? He looks pretty similar to that Barney guy down at the village, don't you think? Are you two the ones sent to help me today? Oh golly, then we better get started. I hope you understand that it's an honor to work around the grape fields of Silverglade Manor. We need to keep each and every plant in tip-top shape from planting, harvesting, in order to uphold the standards of the Baroness. I'll have you both know that I personally, and with great pride, overlook the production of our very own raisins. The best ones in Jorvik, in fact. Don't let anyone in the fields down in Epona tell you anything else. Do they have grapes in Epona? I guess maybe like by Old Dew's farm? I'm sure it's somewhere, I'm just forgetting. Lara, you and your horse can get started with moving the barrels and grapes across the fields so I can pick them up with the tractor later. Arya, you go ahead and measure the nutrition value of the plants. Take this little machine and scan the grapes. I need you to check 5 different plants. Check in with Lara when you're done. I need to go through some of my stuff my father left for me and my brothers when he passed away last winter, but I'll stick around for a little while longer. Wow, way to just trauma dump on us, my guy. Take care of my grapes. I'm guessing this quest, well, this is like a beginner quest, probably like the first time you actually check the grapes for Carney. When I think previously the first time was when you're checking them to see how bad the contamination from Mr. Campbell's digging is. So it's nice to have like a precursor to that, but also like a precursor background to Carney's family's quest as well. I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. So, wait, every time I check, you move? Is that what's happening? Yep. So you're working alongside me, not just standing still. That's cool. Puh, are you done with all your tasks? We are too. Fabiola is a champ here in the fields. That all went well. Wait, what is that? Is this the precursor for the Friday stable chores? Where do those horses come from? Oh, is it Friday already? I knew it. What do you mean, is it Friday already? It's better you don't ask. They always run off on Fridays. Carney's just confused. I mean, it's not Friday, but so it is concerning. But they do always run off on Fridays. What place is this? Never a calm moment, am I right? Arya, let's lead the horses back to the stable before they wander off and injure themselves. Okay, maybe it's not a precursor to that quest. It's just like a haha funny of the quest. Oh, unless it is, and I am gonna have to... We'll just see. Where's the other one? Here you are. Pick up the pace, pal. Thank you. Oh, okay, sure. Just, you know, magnetize into your stalls. It's fine. Now that was quite some first day at work. That's working with the horses for you. Always expect the unexpected. I'm glad I got the chance to meet you today. Just wait a moment. I got something for you. Ooh. Let me tell you, I was super nervous coming here. I was very excited for the job, don't get me wrong, but it was a long move, especially with my horse. I'm so grateful for you to showing me around. I'm sure I'll get to know everyone here in no time, but you made my first day into something extra special. Fabiola, why don't you show your favorite trick as a thank you? Thank you, girl. Good job. I bought this saddle pad a long time ago. I heard the Baroness is a huge fan of this color, so I thought it would be fun to bring, but honestly, I prefer Fabiola in green. I'd love for you to have it as a reminder of today. I hope I'll see your horse wearing it soon, if it's more your style than mine. I mean, purple is my style. Oh, wait, I didn't have it yet. If you ever need me, you'll likely find me somewhere around the Equestrian Center. Thanks again. Now I need to put Fabiola out in the pasture. Let's take a look. Lara's saddle pad. Very cute. Let's take off the saddle. Ooh, very cute. I like this lavender color. All right, so that is the end of the quest line. I want to see if Fabiola is going to have, yes, daily race for us. Ready for another go with my riding exercise? Yes. Excellent. All right, cool. So we get to do this riding exercise as a daily for a good amount of shillings and horse experience. I wonder which pasture she put Fabiola in, because she's not hanging out with the other horses. Yes, she is! Aw, look at how cute she is next to the gate. That's adorable. Okay, so before I get too wrapped up in the next part of today's update, let's give my thoughts. So this quest definitely seems like one of the new intro quests to kind of get you familiar with some of the lore around Silverglade Equestrian Center. Primarily like the Baroness's grapes and the vineyard, and the runaway horses. I'm not sure if this means that Judy will not have a yellow quest, or maybe she didn't have a yellow quest for the horses. I feel like she did though. But also because they pointed out that it does happen every Friday, I'm wondering if it's just a nod and there's still another quest for the Friday horses as like a tutorial. I'm not sure. And honestly, I'm not going to make another count to find out. So it was also a nice way to introduce the horses that are also for sale in Silverglade Manor. This does now mean that the Norikers are locked to the Equestrian Center. If you're still relatively new to Star Stable, Star Stable horses used to move around a lot. It might have been for like the way that the current horse shopping window works, where it's like all the horses in an area are visible. You don't need to have a single horse to show which ones are for sale, because that's the way that it used to work. You could only buy the horses that were physically out, but that's no longer the case because of the horse shopping window. But before all of that, there used to be multiple horse breeds in different locations. So for example, you would find the Pentavians, I think there were some on Paddock Island, and then there were more at like the Ferdinand's Horse Market, because Ferdinand's Horse Market wasn't just horses that were like Gen 2 or retiring. They had like, well, I guess technically those were Gen 2, but they were current at the time. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, it seems like the Norikers are here forever permanently because they're literally written here as part of the lore. That's not a bad thing. It's actually nice that it's giving like Silverglade Manor a little bit more lore. From an RP side, it's very cute that she has two jobs. She's both an instructor but also a groundskeeper. And in my storyline, I'm also a groundskeeper. So new coworkers. Anyways, I think that this quest is part of Star Stable's continuous goal to improve the beginning of the game, giving more context and more quests to the players to help establish the world and its story. Basically a tutorial, but not disguised as a tutorial. And I think that's nice. So you veterans might not be too excited about this. maybe just to have that new daily, but it's definitely a very cute introductory quest. All right, next up, Paddock Props. So it looks like we have some new Paddock Props at the Silverglade Equestrian Center. I don't know which one has the props. I was kind of hoping both, to be honest. So let's go run around and take a look. See, now I'm assuming that it was coming to this one because this is the one that gets a lot of the updates. Yeah, there's Paddock Props back here. But I know that, so usually like this denotes that there's going to be a Paddock Prop board in the future, and the downstairs one has one too. So first, let's take a look. Choice A. Okay, I think that they explained that there are 2 jumping courses. One for like lower fences and training, such as these. This is like, I think, to count your strides before you go over, which is really cool. And you've got the bounce jumps one here too. I guess this is just like a trotting corner, maybe. I don't know. I'm not an equestrian. Maybe it's not. I think it's too close to be bounce jumps. B, I think, is taller jumps. Yeah. For show jumping practice, we've got taller jumps. Whoops. Can someone explain to me the difference between, like, an oxer? Is an oxer one of the ones that are, like, wide like this? And then a vertical is just one that has, like, vertical pulls. Kind of like this one. I don't know if those bottom pulls count as a vertical or not. I did some Googling for my scripts, but every time I think I'm still getting it wrong. And C, I believe, is dressage. Ooh. Aw, that's cute. There's a little banner with the Baroness's, I'm guessing that's the Silverglade Equestrian Center logo, and the grape for the vineyard. We got a little dressage track. Okay, now, I really want jumps down at this bottom arena, so fingers crossed we're getting Paddock Props here too. They only mentioned like the 3 in the news previously, so I'm not hopeful, but dang it. Usually this means there's gonna be Paddock Props here. Why not just give us Paddock Props in both? This was the arena that I really, really, really wanted obstacles in, because it's the larger arena. Like, there's so much room for activities. Give me poles. So that is a little disappointing. I thought that we were going to get props at this lower arena, not just the upper one. And I don't know why we couldn't just get props at both, to be honest. The other part of today's news is an update warning in-game. So at intervals of 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and just before the servers go down, there's a little warning message that pops up so that you know to, 1, not start anything new so you don't lose your progress, and 2, start logging off because the servers are going down. Once the 10-minute warning goes out, they also stop anybody from being able to log in. So once you log out, you won't be able to log back in until the update happens. Now, given my time zone, the game doesn't actually update until like 5 or 6 a.m., so I'm always sleeping when that happens. So I doubt that I will ever see the warning in game. So it's nice that they mentioned it in the news, because otherwise I would have no idea it existed. So that is it for this week's update. Next week is the Equestrian Festival, which I'm very excited for. We'll just have to wait for the roadmap to see exactly what's going to be happening during the Equestrian Festival. For example, I don't know if Jorvik Stables is planned to be updated before or after the Equestrian Festival, but we do have one potential spoiler for what might be happening, and I know I've already talked about this, but I want to talk about it again. So going to any championship board, or when you finish the championship, there is a champion ranks button, and usually this would be relevant if the champion ranks were active, and they're not. However, we see the new ribbon shapes, and previously we had only seen this if you had not completed the previous champion ranks. So on my account that did not, I had these new ribbons, or at least the question mark style of the ribbons, the shapes. But on this account that did finish it, I didn't. But now I do, and now, in addition, the names and descriptions of these ribbons are also in the game now. And they're all themed to equestrianism. And we also have the title for this champion ranks, which is Equestrian Elegance. So very much Equestrian Festival coded. So I would not be surprised if we have a champion ranks opening up the first week, especially since another big part of the Equestrian Festival is getting tokens for doing championships. So yeah, that's all I got. So in hindsight, I thought that Lara's quest was going to be the arrival of show jumping, because we haven't seen that come over yet, but I guess that was mostly wishful thinking. because they probably would have not just said, oh, a new instructor's coming to town. They would have said, remember that game mode you tested? Well, it's coming officially to the game. So I'm wondering if people just didn't like it and that's why it didn't make it. Or maybe it's still in progress. Who knows? I'm also disappointed about the lack of paddock props in the larger arena. I'm not sure why it couldn't be added to both, so who knows? Hopefully some come soon. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video like this. I do try to cover every Wednesday update and more. I'm hoping that we get a roadmap sometime this week to show us what's going on at the Equestrian Festival. Usually they come out on Thursday, but sometimes they've been coming out as late as Monday. So sometime this weekend, hopefully we get one. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!